I love a hot drink. You know what I'm saying?
We are live.
Yahoo!
Can you hear that, Selby?
Yes.
That's excellent. That is our good friend Mike Maurer. He's got a gig coming up here on April 20th, the Oriental Theater in scenic Denver, Colorado.
Great.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I am Scott Leisure. Welcome to your weekly dose of the thing that'll get you through Thursday into Friday and roll you right into the weekend. The Leisure Podcast, featuring the incomparable, the voice that really needs no introduction, the immeasurable and divine Jackie Selby.
I thank you. 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 I thank you.
Excellent.
That was a nice introduction. Appreciado. Mucho gusto.
De nada, amiga.
Mm.
Estamos hablando en español toda de la noche en el podcasto.
El podcasto.
Yeah, how's your week?
Not bad.
Jackie has been blowing up my phone all week long with cool stuff, and I really had a couple of things put together. I still have a good little list, and none of that stuff is on there, Jackie. So I hope you saved it. And I hope that you are including some of it in the things that you would like to discuss with our loving audience on this beautiful Thursday.
How many people do you think on here are Star Wars fans?
When I was like 12.
Okay. Oh, come on. Really? You're not watching The Mandalorian?
Negative.
Okay.
Although through my Twitter search the other day, I did see that SNL alumni Tim Meadows is in the new Star Wars thing.
Okay.
Go figure.
Right. How to politely tell someone they're stupid. This is according to Baby Yoda. Wisdom has been chasing you, but you have always been faster.
Huh?
It's a nice way to tell somebody they're stupid. Wisdom has been chasing you, but you have always been faster. I think that's brilliant.
Okay. Nick, what's the next one?
Okay. All right. This one's more uplifting. Ready? Since we're on Planet Claire today. I call back my energy and power from all corners, people and places and situations that have been draining, deceiving, or negative.
There was a lot right there.
Okay. I call back my energy and powers from all corners. I'm calling it back, people. From all the people, places, and situations that have been draining.
Okay. You're supposed to just spit that out at somebody?
No, you just sit there and think about it yourself. You call back in your energy.
Okay.
You know, I like that one. What else did I send you? Hell. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know. I sent you the listing for this item, didn't I?
It disappeared when you held it to the camera. You didn't. You did.
Okay, here is the complete rock and roll dictionary encyclopedia. Sorry.
Turn it on its side. Let's see how thick it is. Oh, wow. That thing's thicker than what is going on in the Leisure Studio. That is thicker than
Who do you want to hear about? I feel like this is a better guide than using the internet.
Yeah, minus all the flipping.
I wonder if kids know about books these days. There's a way for you to read stuff without opening the internet.
The Zoomer is downstairs, or else I would ask him. He does now that I think about it, I don't think he does have any books.
LL Cool J, born James Todd Smith, August 16th, 1968, Queens, New York. Where are you going to find that?
How is LL Cool J in the rock and roll book
It's the new Rolling Stone Encyclopedia of Rock and Roll.
of rock
LL
and
Cool
roll?
J? Oh my gosh. Probably
Yeah,
'cause
but would you consider LL Cool J rock and roll?
oh, I don't know. Now we're going to go to that subject, huh? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Dolly Parton.
It's the Music Hall of Fame.
Fine. This is really a great book, but I'm not going to move it anymore. I think I've moved it 15 times. I've had it that long.
The internet, however, helped me in the podcast today
It
immensely.
did.
I did not need a book. I'm doing the podcast over the internet. One of the
That's
topics I was very excited today, Jackie, because I was going to talk about Back to the Future 4 because someone at work showed me this clip for Back to the Future 4.
4.
And
All
I
right.
tell the Zoomer, and he's like, well, that's not true. There is no, and he just dispelled it. It was like a fake, like, I don't know if it was AI or what you would call that. A fake trailer.
All right.
Newsflash, there is no Back to the Future 4.
Okay.
So we have that.
Did we have 3?
Yeah, 3 is the one where they went back to the Wild West
Okay.
with what's her name? Steenburgen. Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, she's so great. I met her once. I interviewed her.
She met you.
Yeah, that's right. She met me.
She met you.
She was pretty neat.
The yeah, she seems like she would be very nice. A very nice lady.
Yeah, her and Ted Danson, man, they just hold on to their marriage. She told me in the interview, like, you know, they're holding on for dear life because they live in Hollywood and they both work in the industry. She was really neat.
Are they still married?
Oh, yes.
Man, that cat looks old.
You think so, Ted Danson?
Yeah, he was on a commercial for something the other day. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, he
My
probably
friend
is
saw-
old.
My friend, who I will get this for next week, she saw a I think it was a pharmaceutical company ad. And it was, what did she tell me? It was talking about somehow Buddha came into this ad, and at the end of the ad, they say Happy Easter. Just
That's weird.
people globbing on those holidays for their own,
Jeez.
anyhow.
Okay, on the note of the pharmaceutical industry, they made $7 trillion in profit last year. Hey, wow.
And they passed the what is it
Trillion,
called?
that's trillion, $7 trillion.
Well, vaccines for one.
For one.
And
And
now
then all
they
the remedies for the vaccines.
Yes, and now they passed what is it called? Narcan that they take to get people off of heroin.
Oh, it's an emergency thing to get them off, to wake them up from a heroin overdose. Yeah.
Yeah. So think of this. I today am making one of my weekly stops at the thrift store, popping tags, as I do.
Okay.
At the stage of entering the thrift store, I had been on the road for a little while, and person of my age, I had to pee really bad.
Okay.
So I go in, and right as I walk in, there is one of the workers from the thrift store. And I know they have a code at the thrift store to get into the restroom. So I was like, what is the code for the restroom? She's like, well, I can't give it to you. Then she starts playing this, like she wants to chat with me. And I could taste it. So
Oh dear. Oh my God.
She says, but I can walk you over there and I can
Let you in?
I was like, well, either way, I have to pee. I think I told her I had to pee 3 times.
Oh dear.
And then the line of the day, which I think would make a really cool bumper sticker, Selby. She says, she looks at me deadpan straight in the face, and she says, it's unfortunate there are meth heads.
Okay.
Like, no. Yeah, it is unfortunate that there are meth heads.
Was she one of them?
No, she worked there.
Oh, I know, but is she?
They
Why
have
would
to
she?
lock the door.
Oh, I
because the
see.
meth heads go in there. Go back to the list you had of people that aren't bright. How do you tell them that?
Stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's unfortunate there are meth heads.
Yeah.
Take that with you on the weekends.
You know that Narcan stuff. You know who buys a lot of it?
Hmm.
Cops, first responders, right? Because they get a call from somebody overdosing in downtown Denver and all that stuff. Who funds the medicines that they give if they're a fireman? You know, first responders.
Yeah.
Who pays for that medicine?
I would have a guess. I'm not sure though. We've got a
Yeah.
couple comments in. Daniel, Bert,
You and me.
yeah, you and me. We are paying for it. We are all paying for it.
Mhm.
All of our viewers, everybody is paying for that. And I'd like to know the number of how many doses of that they have manufactured.
That's interesting. You know who also gives it out? Are the librarians at the downtown main Denver library on Lincoln Street. Because people go into the lobby, and then when the librarian comes in the morning to unlock the library and stuff to get it open and going, there's usually somebody there who's struggling with this kind of a thing.
Yeah, they have to close the libraries here if there's traces.
Yeah. So they have to give the Narcan. And I read an article, nice article, that the librarian's like, hey man, I know a lot about being a librarian, but I had to learn how to dispense Narcan.
Huh. So do they have to sign something then?
I don't know. I think they just keep it in the drawer, you know,
They have to carry a card
at the front, and they just go to wake them up.
Yeah, Tony, taxpayers pay.
Yep.
She thinks Ted Danson looks great. Daniel,
Nice.
he wanted to know about Nirvana in the book.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
Nice. Okay. There's Fishbone. Okay.
As
on to
Jackie
Nirvana.
goes to her up-to-date technology, the big thick book.
Well, what if the internet dies? You're going to want this book.
I have one similar. It's the top 1,000 albums of all time or songs of all time. One of the two.
Here we go. Boy, it's page after page, honey.
Holy smokes.
Formed 1987, Aberdeen, Washington. Lists all of the members. Widely credited for bringing the sound and spirit of the late 70s punk rock to mainstream pop audience in 1992.
Known as.
Isn't that nice? They didn't call it grunge yet.
What date, what year was that book published?
I don't know, before they used the term grunge.
Well, that was pretty much out of the gate though, isn't it?
No, I'm looking at the book.
Okay. Hi, John. John says hi. Happy birthday, John.
Hi,
It's
John.
John's birthday today.
93 and 95.
So right, they all kind of came out together then.
Sorry, the first pressing was 85. The second pressing was 1995. So they didn't call it grunge yet. Isn't that fantastic?
That we learned on the Leisure Podcast tonight.
Yeah.
You never stop learning.
No, I never stop learning.
Even through books. Speaking of, drug addicts and people down on their luck, tonight is the first day of Major League Baseball. Now the Rockies will not.
Whoa!
play.
How? Boom!
I'm going to make this circle work, Selby. You watch.
Mac, go ahead.
Here we go. We're about here on the circle. It's coming back around. All right. They open at home next week, which will give the city time. They are doing what they do here in Denver is they call them homeless sweeps, where they just sweep them all to another side of town.
Oh my.
And so the ballpark neighborhood and Lodo and all of where the bars are and everybody's going to be spending their money. Actually, it's a big drunk fest is what it is on day. But
So
it's a big money maker. All these big events, when they have big money making events in the city, they do a sweep and they get the homeless out of them, So they will do a big sweep and move them to wherever they're going to move them to. Isn't that, really, what is the solution here? What are you going to do with all of these homeless people? Is it get them into build giant rehab centers, or, I mean, who funds that too?
Dang doodle.
Is that in your book?
No, but I'm just saying, boy, it's a complicated issue, homelessness, of course.
It's unfortunate that there are homeless. And
That many, and people, and think of the suffering of these people. You think they like being out there with their teeth knocked in every night? No, they don't.
there are people that do choose that lifestyle. There are people that would like to just do that. Maybe they are hiding. Maybe they've disappeared for some reason, maybe they're just camping out for the opening day, and they just want to, and then they get
So they're doing a sweep of 17th, 19th, 20th,
Larimer, probably
21st, Larimer, Market, Lawrence.
all of them.
Wow, we do not have Major League Baseball here in the fine and freezing Salt Lake City, Utah. It's still snowing today. Yahoo!
I will say it was 65 degrees today, 60 degrees, something like that.
In D-Town?
Yes.
35 here. Let me see what it is right now. It's freaking me out.
Okay, check this out. This is crazy. A former casino employee is pleading for innocence after she stole $500,000 from the Monarch Casino Resort. March 13th. Okay, Jackie, you with me?
I'm with you.
Sabrina Eddy.
Do we know
She's
her?
34.
No.
She was placing bricks of money into a box. She worked there. She was placing bricks of money into a box. She loaded that money into a gold-colored minivan. Like, I didn't really need to know what color the minivan was, but it was gold. Be on the lookout. She came back, grabbed more money.
Oh my.
So this is what this chick says. She says she was receiving texts from her boss and was instructed to bring the money.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he was in on it? Or did she just say that?
That's a good question. I don't know if he would have been in on it or not. Do you think there's some sort of weird casino heist love triangle thing that we could watch on Dateline one night?
I don't know. Tell me.
But she's saying she's innocent. So,
oh man,
$500,000. I'm at work. I'm getting off work. I work at the casino. I think I'll just throw these bricks of cash into this box, and I really don't think anybody's going to notice.
Weird.
What is?
Hey, which
wrong?
email do you are we broadcasting that you use on here, please?
To send me something?
Yes.
You can send it to, actually, you can send it to either one, theleisurePodcast@gmail.com. I will get it.
Okay, I have a new Jesus picture. You're going to love it. As you were saying, with the Leisure Podcast.
I have a statue. Do you want to look at this picture of this statue I have first?
Yes.
Since I you've been blessing us, Jackie.
I sent you the picture.
With Jesus pictures, okay? Every week for doing this for like a month, right? We've had like 4. Whoa. Earthquake in D-Town. We've had like what, 4 of those you've blessed us with?
The green one. Remember him standing in front of the green? They put lights up there
for St. Patrick's Day. So here, did you hear the story about this statue right here?
Oh yes. Now who got mad about
some moms in Florida deem David by Michelangelo pornographic.
Pornographic? Okay. This is okay.
Do you need this Jackie, I have this, I can zoom in on this thing if you want.
Listen, how is it pornographic? He's not erect.
Well, he is an erection. A statue would be an erection.
Wow. And this has turned into kind of a political issue, right? That artsy fartsy people are blaming like red tide people or something. What is it?
It's a very hard subject, Jackie.
Is that the real statue or a fake one? Would they ship the real thing over here? I don't think so. What do you say?
I think they were just studying it, weren't they? They didn't ship anything anywhere.
Oh. Oh. Where does the thing stand permanently? It stands in some square in near the Vatican, right?
Yeah,
where does the statue stand?
GTS. Where is it erected?
Where is the David statue erected? Oh, so some kids went to visit there?
No, they were talking about it in schools, and some moms, they were taken back. They were taken back by that's as far as it'll zoom, Selby. I'm sorry, man. You're just
well, how is this an issue when somebody, walked into a school and blew a bunch of kids up?
Oh boy, is that on my list?
I sent you the picture I wanted you to show. It is epic.
Well, in case you've missed it, okay, we have a man in this country who has the title of President of the United States. You are aware of this, correct?
The guy who walks like he has a mental illness, like he's got.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that guy. He kind of pads along like this.
You say he's wearing pads?
Probably. He's wearing a diaper. I'm just making it up. No.
Well, he came on to address, right after that terrible incident the other day.
What did he say?
Well, he started talking about, he says, I'm Dr. Jill Biden's husband. I like ice cream, chocolate chip. That's where he started. He started off the thing talking about ice cream.
After the shooting?
After the shooting.
Oh, that's kind of strange.
Well, actually, it's kind of par. Wouldn't you say?
It's very strange.
I'm going to get this.
I guess that if you have memory problems, you start to revert like to infantile thinking, I think.
Maybe he needs to read more books.
I've got one for him for sale because I'm not moving this book.
Okay, here is Jackie's Christ the Redeemer. Whoa.
I know.
Holy fire and brimstone.
So Batman. There's a photographer in Brazil that takes a picture of this statue almost exclusively. There's a central clock. Look at that. How great is that?
This occurred, if anybody wants to know, this occurred right after Joe Biden's comments about ice cream.
It was
just like,
did he really say that? Did he really? I can't watch presidential speeches anymore for a long, long time. I can't. It's just too weird. So did he really say that, dude? I just can't believe it.
Dude.
He said it, didn't he?
He said it, dude.
Where are our friends who were so anybody but Trump? Where are these people? Can we talk about this?
Well,
anyone but Trump. Anyone but Trump. Ice cream. Anyone but Trump. I'm Jill Biden's husband. Anyone but Trump. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Sorry, I got excited about that.
Monarch Casino. Jackie's book. Go down the list here.
I didn't say he's a bad person.
Who?
What's his name?
Which one?
Ice cream boy.
Oh, Sleepy.
Yeah, I don't care who he is. His
S for
His
Sleepy.
his presidential behavior is bizarre. I don't care if it's him or President Nixon. I don't care who do you want to talk about? It's bizarre.
I've kind of disconnected. I did kind of get into reading about the Starbucks Senate hearing. So the Honorable Bernie Sanders,
What's
whenever
Bernie
I
up
look,
to?
well, whenever I look at Bernie Sanders now, all I can think of is that him sitting with the mittens and
Oh yeah,
that
was funny.
That's all I can think of every time I see the guy. So he's in charge of this thing. I didn't watch any of the video. I just read a couple articles on it. And so Starbucks is against unionizing their stores.
Okay.
They have like worldwide, they have like 35,000 stores. Okay. Only like 300 of them are like
Wanting to unionize.
Exactly. So they are being accused of being union busters by, cutting hours and this and that, giving them decaf instead of regular. I don't know what all they're doing.
Oh.
But it has Bernie Sanders very upset.
Did he get a decaf instead of a real latte?
He needs a decaf. That guy. Here's Sanders. Down here, well, not down there. Over here, like down lower here. We'll put him here. There's Sleepy Joe. As far as energy. Sanders needs to go down about here.
Listen, I can't understand what you're saying. I was just looking at the eyeball on your ring. I was distracted by the eyeball on your ring. That thing's really cute. Did you get it at the Thrifty?
I got it at a indoor thrift store or indoor market thing in Pueblo, Colorado.
Nice.
That I got there. This one, this blingy looking thing.
Is that real?
Yeah. Can you tell by the green on my finger?
Oh.
I found it in the parking lot.
Oh, nice.
Came across it. These two kind of like cross rings. I got at a record store. This has like skulls and crosses.
Oh, wow.
Crazy. But since we're on this discussion, this is the one I get the most comments on. This is the bird ring. You see that?
Back it up a little. We can't see it. Oh, there he is. It's not a bird. It's a dang
it's a parrot.
Parrot. Yeah. It's not just a bird, should I say?
Yeah. The Zoomer showed up helping his buddy move, and showed up home one day. And I got one of the lines that I'm starting to like. At first I was a little weary of it. It goes like this. Hey, Dad, I got you something.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, oh. And he whips out this giant bird ring. Now, as we all know, birds aren't real. And I was just like, oh, hell yeah.
It's perfect.
It's awesome. So everywhere I go, I mean, you're paying at the, people see your hands. You've got your phone out, so people see your hands, and they're just like, I like your ring. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Hey, speaking of looking at your hands while you're paying for stuff.
Cash day.
Don't forget, tomorrow's Cash Friday, people.
Cash Friday.
It is cash season. Spring is cash season because it's green.
Ooh.
Don't forget to use cash. If you can't pay cash on Friday, maybe you just don't buy anything on Friday, you just go to work and go home and crash out, then pay cash for stuff on Saturday. Go to the bank, get some cash, have some cash on hand, because we don't want cash to go away, and we don't want businesses to stop accepting cash. Remember during COVID? Oh, we can't accept your cash here. We're afraid of getting sick.
Mhm.
I went to a place recently. Oh, sorry, we don't accept cash. And I said, oh, okay, thank you. And I had my food order in front of, and I left. I just don't, you got to be able to pay cash if you want to. Cash is the money here. Dollars are the money in the United States of America. Last time I checked.
Yes. Don't
Cards
go
are
any-
not money. Cards are not money. Cards are a digital exchange. Sorry, I'll
So-
be all right.
No, that's all right. Are you okay?
No, I get excited about the shuffling ice cream man and then the pay cash on Friday.
It's the Jackie Selby vent tonight.
Oh my gosh.
What's in your mug tonight, Selby?
I am having some calming tea.
Yeah.
Turmeric and chamomile or something. How about you?
Just a leisure latte.
I get so mad when we can't talk about things, you know, like the president's bizarre behavior, because it's going to offend someone. It doesn't matter who you vote for. Am I right? How come we can't have the discussion?
You really are worried about offending somebody.
No, not at this point, I guess.
That's my point. I mean, what is wrong with people? Okay. It goes back to last week when I was talking about those people that I saw just dumping trash out onto the street. It
Mhm.
goes right back to that. I mean, if that is just walking down the street, seeing people just dumping stuff in the street, where else does it go? I am skeptical of everybody I see out in public now. I just look at them and I'm like, A, the first thing that goes to my head is, does that person dump trash on the street? B, I think, what would this person do if I went up and showed them my cool ass ring? And then C, I'm just like, move on. Put my buds in and move on.
All right.
Okay, Starbucks. We're done with Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
We
What
got
else did I
Bur-
send you this week, friend?
I don't know. Here's a sad story. I just want to touch on this because it goes along with exactly what we were saying. And when I set up the live feed tonight, it asked me to put a description in, and basically it just says, what is wrong with people? What in the flying monkeys from the Wizard of Oz is up with people?
I don't know.
Georgia police are investigating reports that a 19-year-old was hazed. Okay. He was forced to drink, guzzle, it says, vodka, take mushrooms. This was all done by another group of teens before he lost consciousness. And then they tied him to a chair, spray painted on him, and, relieved themselves
On him?
on him.
I hope were they arrested?
So they got this report. 3 minors allegedly
Oh,
dropped
Scott.
him off at the hospital, registered their names at the ER. Spray paint on him, was being treated for a high level of intoxication from a mixture of controlled substances and alcohol.
Scott, this is just obscene.
It's horrible, man.
The cruelty of people.
What is wrong with people?
Jeez Louise. Yeah, these hazing incidents. Remember, guys die from that stuff every year, it seems like.
Yeah, we're having a very uplifting podcast.
I know, aren't we, though?
Let's talk about homeless people, heroin addiction, hazings, and then we'll throw Biden and Bernie Sanders into the mix too.
Might as well.
And of course, he did not join. I sent another email out to our friend John Hinckley. That's going to be my new thing. I'm just going to find someone that we want on the podcast, if I can get an email address, and just send them the link. Here's the link.
Join anytime.
Join anytime.
What about the orange-haired guy? Did we the orange face guy? Did he get arrested after all?
The orange-faced guy.
Trump last Tuesday?
Oh,
I didn't follow the story.
indicted today, I believe. I don't think he's in jail.
Remember, he thought he was going to be arrested last week.
There was an insurrection at the Tennessee state capitol today.
There was?
They had a bunch of, supporters or protesters, whatever they were, and showed up and they stormed it.
What did they want? What's their position?
Well, about, the gun thing.
Oh,
They want stricter rules.
man, does that really work?
Well,
Here it is.
Do you remember that incident, Oklahoma City?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't use any guns. If people want to take people out, they're going to take people out no matter what, right?
With fertilizer. Here it is. Donald Trump indicted, the AP says. First ex-president charged with the crime.
What the crook?
For what? The charges remain sealed. But the investigation centered on payments made during the 2016 presidential campaign to silence claims of extramarital sexual encounter.
For people that, don't like the guy and want him to go away, a lot of people sure do keep him in the news, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all part of the prequel. It's all leading up to the election, all that stuff. I almost said erection, so
Gosh dang it. Would you cut it out? Oh, we did talk about the David statue. Go ahead.
yes. We did. Anyhow, Selby, I don't know.
I don't know. Wow. Why did I open this file about news?
Ooh, what about, it's been kind of there's been a lot of dark news in the news this week and online and wherever you get your news source. I like to flip through Twitter. I can do it quickly. I don't have to, I can filter out the politicizing and stuff and kind of read and see what I need to see. Did you hear about the migrants at the border at Juarez?
What about them?
Well, they had them, they had them hold up on the Mexico side. They decided they were going to start a fire in this place.
Oh my.
Yeah, but there's, of course, what is wrong with people? There are, guards walking by, not unlocking doors, and 40 people die.
Oh my God. It's a human tragedy this week, for God's sakes. Where's our humanity?
It's not very leisurely at all. It does. It harkens back to last week's podcast. We were just talking about the meaning of life, How does it how is stuff like that just allowed to go on? What is the end game, Selby?
I don't know. We have to figure it out within ourselves.
What does your book say?
About
open the book.
Should I open the rock? And what should I look up?
Just open it randomly and see what band comes up.
George Harrison.
Okay.
You want me to close it and open it again?
He was at peace. He was a
peace guy. Ready? Run DMC.
Again, why are they in the rock and roll?
Because they took hardcore hip hop from underground street sensation to a pop culture phenomenon.
Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good stuff, huh? Man.
Pretty good stuff.
Raising Hell. What a classic album. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I know what I'm
right.
doing tonight. Okay.
What? Listen to Nirvana?
Yeah, maybe some Nirvana, maybe some Run DMC.
Bobby Goldsboro? Was he in there?
Selby,
If you had enough?
I think we might have it. It's been a good podcast.
Has anybody else said anything else? You're the one who can see the comments.
Sorry, it was such a bummer of a
Did people drop off after we talked about that?
These guys are starting to talk about heroin addiction and homeless people, but that's what's going on in the world, man.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Any more comments? We've got Oh, hey, Amy says hi. Tony's still here.
Hi, Amy.
Jennifer says that he's an idiot. I hope she's talking about either one of those politicians we were talking about and not me.
Maybe.
Weekend at Bernie's. That's cute. Those people are asleep. I'm assuming the people in charge. Yeah, good podcast. I guess we'll just see you on the flip side, my friend.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Be good to yourself. Drink your water. The Leisure Podcast, scottleisure.com. Be there or be square.
Pay cash tomorrow. Cash Friday, baby.
Cash Friday, baby.